doing this good enough. I wish I could say, have you ever been in a worship service and heard somebody just say, there is a name I love to hear, I love to sing his praise. It sounds like music. The sweet, and before you get to the chorus, somebody way on the other side of the congregation, because they've been hit by some of your reflected glory, they begin to worship and say, oh, how I love, oh, how I love, oh, blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. And before you get through singing the song, somebody you don't even know has raised to their feet because they understand that they've seen a glimpse of God's glory in the house of worship. It's about refracted praise. That we've gathered here in this place with our attention on God. But because I'm paying attention to God, God can't help but glorify himself in us. And as he glorifies himself in us, those that are around us cannot help but get hit by some refracted places. It's called drive-by witnessing. I wasn't really even aiming at you. I was just praising right where I was. But you got hit during the drive-by. He came out and swooped in on us. And you was just an innocent bystander. But God showed up in this place. And before you knew it, the Spirit of God was grabbing with your heart. Okay, listen, we got to, y'all ain't gonna have me here all day. My blood sugar's up. Real worship. Real worship doesn't matter what we sing, as long as the object of our singing is the Lord. Real worship is not about the tempo of the song. It's not whether the song is contemporary or traditional. That's not real worship. Real worship is when we stand before the presence of God and his Spirit enters into this place and he deals with us while we're here. Real worship is messy work, for it always involves your change. You cannot worship and remain as you are. If you remain as you are, you've just been singing. But if you've been worshiping, you're left with some things which must be changed. Here is the place where we clean up the mess of worship. You're in the right place. We're here to help you through worship. For you have been designed to worship the Lord. It's what we have been. Have you ever heard folks talking about it don't take all that, I just don't do that? You're lying, the truth ain't in you. You were created for worship. And the more you worship, the more he works on you. The more he works on you, the happier you should get. The happier you are, the more you should worship. The more you should worship. That's what real worship is, and that's what we're striving for in this place. We don't want inauthentic worship. We don't want worship that makes you feel comfortable or feel good. We want worship that changes your life. The foundation of all of this is a relationship with the Lord. You can't engage in worship without a relationship with God. As we open up the doors of the church, my brothers and sisters, we want to give you the chance to connect to the object of our worship. We want you to feel what we feel and to know the God that we know. We want you to have something that's stronger than the emotional high, but will be with you through the highs and the lows of life. We want to invite you into a relationship with Jesus. If you don't know the Lord as your personal Savior, we open up the doors of the church and we invite you to come. Maybe you're here. You knew the Lord. You know the Lord. You came down the aisle. You accepted him as your Savior. Your mirror just has gotten dirty. You find that you're not reflecting him as good as you can. You think it's time for you to make a change in your life that allows you to be what God has destined you to be. He says, in the day you realize you need me, just holler out. Because because I've been there all along, waiting for you to realize that you needed to connect to me. If you need to rededicate yourself or recommit yourself to the walk of faith, doors of the church are open. Finally, maybe you're here and you don't have a church home. It gotta be someplace where you can get hit by this drive-by praise. Gotta be someplace where you can see his glory bouncing off of other folk. Got to be someplace where you can worship in a place where they love the Lord. And if you need to plant yourself in this video, doors of the church are open. Is there one? And the day that you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Is there one?